in the military marketplace is not the growth that we've had in the past. And if you look at the commercial marketplace, there's a variety of users of SATCOM, whether they be SES or Intelsat, whose spacecraft are coming to end of life. And they're spacecraft that are also widely used and subscribed to right now. So it's clear there is a marketplace that they're going to need to replace their satellites. So we think we have competitive products. We historically have had. A lot of it dates back to our legacy Qs. And we want to be diversified enough to walk on both sides of that.
Can you, so do you say that there isn't going to be the kind of growth? Do you see defense spending kind of falling off, or do you see it just sort of, flattening off at the level where it is?
We're all as excited as you are about finding out what's going on in the 2010 budget. In fact, I told Bill Clanky last night that if he got word sooner on the budget than me, I'd buy him a Pepsi or something. So, this is, we're not even hearing a squeak out of the Pentagon with regard to the budget right now. We're all interested to find out what's going to happen there. I would imagine with the competing demands in the financial marketplaces for money and the need to stimulate our economy, that defense will not get the same shares that it's had in the past. And the commercial marketplace, I think it'll be a while before you see new ventures with a great new idea be able to pull the cash together to do those. But it's clear in those areas where there are existing satellites that are loaded, they have subscribers, they are going to need to replace those when they come to the end of life. And we want to be in that marketplace as well. It was launched. It doubled the capacity of existing military bandwidth. And so we're, in essence, it's going to be a 50% increase when the second satellite goes, because we already had the first WGS on orbit there. One of the attributes that WGS has is that it's compatible with both the X-band and the Ka band terminals. And so it allows a lot of flexibility on the part of the warfighters, and particularly the Army, to come up in X-band and go down in Ka. So it gives the people on the ground a lot more flexibility as well. And I think there's still a degree of discovery on the part of the warfighter. As they loaded up more and more capacity on the first WGS, they're discovering how they can use it and with more efficiencies. And I think when the second one gets over, particularly in the Middle East area, given the large demands of bandwidth over there, that they'll find even more areas to use it.
Is Ka band going to be more or less legacy with everything in the future moving to X, or do you think it's once again a condition of depends on the application?
X is a legacy, and more is going to Ka. So
really?
It's the other way.
Interesting.
So, and Ka has a lot of attributes with regard to the bandwidth, more than X-band, and I think you'll see more and more Ka.
Ka.
You've seen, of course, all the projections for additional bandwidth that the military needs, not affected by budget deliberations. That's what they say they'll need. In your own projections, do you see a greater share of the military capacity being provided by commercial operators in the next 5, 6, 10 years?
Right now, most of the capacity rides on commercial, about 80%.
Well, I know. How do you see that changing if you do?
I think the total need for capacity is going to continue to grow, and the ratio is probably going to stay fairly close.
You think that's what you're projecting currently?
I know that with WGS up there, there's a lot of additional capacity that comes on board.